Do, 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 do. All right, what's up, everybody? This is Daniel Baird from AdWords Nerds. Happy to see you this morning. We're going live on Facebook because I wanted to talk about this, and I don't think I'm going to have time to write a whole blog post about it today. So I want to go live, and I want to talk to you a little bit about real estate investing, motivated seller keywords. And my goal here is that I'm going to drop a little bit of knowledge on you that perhaps you don't expect. And I'm going to hopefully, hopefully give you some tools that you can use that are going to really make you a lot of money long term and are going to save you a lot of money in the short term. So powerful stuff. And I'm going to call this what we talk about when we talk about keywords. Okay. I think there is kind of a misperception by most real estate investors that the key to finding motivated seller leads online, either if you're doing pay-per-click via AdWords or you're doing search engine optimization in Google or Bing or whatever, the key to that is finding the right keywords, right? If only I can find these secret keywords that motivated sellers are searching for, I'll be able to target an ad on those keywords and I'll get in front of those motivated sellers and I will get their leads and I'll make a bunch of money. And I've just got to find the right keywords, the keywords that nobody else knows about, the secret keywords, right? And this is one of the reasons that, like, one of the most popular things that people ask me for, the most common things that people ask me for is a keyword list. And AdWords Nerds actually never published a keyword list before. We've never published one as an opt-in or anything like that. And that's because I think keywords are a little bit misleading. And I'm going to tell you about why. Now, I will say that we are actually going to offer for the first time a keyword list to real estate investors. We're going to put it out for free. We did a ton of statistical analysis. We found the top 20% of all keywords in terms of profit generated. So these are the most profitable motivated seller keywords on Google. We found them. We're going to publish them. And if you want that, you can just leave a comment below and I'll send it to you when it comes out. It should come out in a couple of days. But just leave a comment below and I'll send it to you. You don't have to opt in or anything like that. I'll give it to you. But I said that it's a little misleading, and here's what I mean by that. First of all, it's kind of a myth that there are some kind of secret keywords that people don't know about. Okay. I don't think it's the case that there's some magical keyword that no one's thought of yet that most motivated sellers are typing in and we're going to find a bunch of cheap leads there. That just isn't where the money is. There's a lot of money there in Google AdWords and SEO, but I don't think it's really in this kind of like fine tuning of keyword selection. And here's why. That whole idea that there's some kind of secret keyword where there's a bunch of money to be made, it comes from this idea of long tail and short tail keywords. And this is something that was popularized in a lot of different industries in both search engine optimization and pay-per-click. And the idea goes like this. The short tail keywords are the ones that like everybody searches for, right? Nike shoes, right? Millions of people are searching for that, right? Uh, Flat screen TV. Tons and tons of people searching for flat screen TV. And what do we notice about those keywords, right? They're short. They're short. They only got a couple words in them. And they just kind of cover a wide variety of stuff, right? Flat screen TV, there's like what size, what brand, like there's a million different variables in there, right? Nike shoes is like, well, we're men or women, athletic or style, expensive or cheap, black or white. Like a million different variations within this short tail keyword. Now, the opposite of a short tail keyword is a long tail keyword. What is a long tail keyword? Long tail keyword tends to be rarer. It's got less searches for it overall. So this might be like black men's Nike shoe size 11. That's got a whole bunch of words in it, and probably not a ton of people are searching for that every single day, right? Samsung flat screen TV, 80-inch wide at Best Buy. Okay, less and less people searching for that. Every time I add an additional word and I make this kind of keyword longer and longer and longer, it gets rarer and rarer with smaller volumes of people searching for it. Makes sense, right? Now, if you are Nike or you're Samsung and you are targeting these keywords, right? If you target Nike shoes, you target flat screen TV, you get a lot of competition. Everybody knows that's where the traffic is. Everybody knows that's what people are searching for. So a lot of people compete for it, and they tend to be expensive and tends to be quite competitive, right? But if you go after the long tail, if you go for the Nike size 11 black, men's athletic shoe or whatever, you target that really long keyword that's a little bit rare, well, you still get really good traffic for it. Those people are really specific in what they want. They tend to buy. That's a really good lead. And there tends to be very little competition, right? Because who else is targeting this like 9-word keyword, right? Probably very few people. So this is the whole idea of like long tail, short tail. What strategy are you going to use? You're going to use short tail strategy. You're going to use a long tail strategy. So this is kind of where this like search for hidden keywords, secret keywords, sort of long tail keywords comes from. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, that's a strategy that works really, really well in many industries, but it doesn't work super well in real estate investing. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it doesn't work anywhere near as well as some people think it does. Why is that? Well, real estate investing is already a low volume market. You think about everybody that's selling their house this month, right? So take any city in the United States, let's say it's Chicago or whatever. Everybody that's selling their house in Chicago, everybody that wants to sell. And out of that, you take the percentage of people that are motivated to sell, meaning they want to sell. Not only do they want to sell, they're going to sell at 70 cents on the dollar or whatever your favorite deal margin is. So that's a much, 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 much tinier percentage of people, right? Quite small. Now, when you take that percentage of people, I don't know how many people it is. Let's say it's 10,000 people. I don't know what it is, right? Then you take the percentage of people in that group that are going to search on Google this month, smaller percentage than we started with, right? But, less people, right? And then you divide those people up among everything that they search for. So you got the people that say, sell house, sell my house fast, sell my house fast now, sell my house, blah, 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 blah. Every single keyword variation. The vast majority of those people are going to search for sell my house, right? It's not rocket science. They know what they want. They want to sell their house. They say sell my house. People people basically type their wishes into Google, right? Now, you've got people that search for weirder variations of that. Sell my house fast, a good example. It's a weirder variation of sell my house. Sell my house fast, Salt Lake City, even weirder variation of that. Sell my house fast, Salt Lake City now, even weirder than that. But the problem is when we get away from the short tail, because we're already starting with a small volume of people, the volume of people in the long tail keywords shrinks to almost nothing. I mean, we're talking searches that, get me out of pre-foreclosure or something like that. That might have in any given market that an investor is investing in, 5 searches a month. Now, if there are 5 searches a month and you get, which by the way is a good click-through rate on an ad, 3% click-through rate, and then you get 10% of those people to convert, that's not a deal a month. That's a couple deals a year. So what ends up happening is that it's not that the long tail keywords are bad. In fact, you can get really cheap leads, really high quality leads using long tail keywords. So the problem is they're slow, and they're so slow that it looks like inactivity. Now, if you're a real estate investor, one of your problems is probably going to be that it's not even a problem. I'm not going to put it that way. That's putting it way too strong. One of your frameworks is going to be that you need to see a return on investment on the money that you're spending. That's totally normal. That's what investing is. Of course, you need to see a return on investment. If you look into an account and you see a long tail keyword that's not producing anything, you say, well, I can just cut this. So it's not that long tail keywords don't work. It's not that they're bad. The problem is that they're slow. So we get into this space where the challenge is not so much which weird keywords can I find in my market that are going to produce a bunch of deals. Those keywords are there, you can find them. The problem is they're really specific to your market most of the time, and they get very little search volume. Most of the volume, motivated seller traffic, comes from a very tiny percentage of all the keywords that real estate investors target. Sell my house fast. These are not wild variations that people haven't heard about. So one of the reasons we've never put out a keyword guide until now is that the keywords by themselves are not really enough. It doesn't, having the list doesn't make you the money. So you might be saying, well, Dan, like what does make you the money? A couple different things. One, I think consistent and well-timed and knowledgeable management. AdWords, when you get into it, is very much a bid management market. We are constantly bidding against other investors. We have to constantly understand what our return on investment is. We have to work our bids up and down to find the ideal spot, the ideal intersection between the volume of leads that we're getting and the cost that we have to spend to get them. So that's one, consistent management. Two, I think it's understanding what you don't want. Negative keywords are kind of like the opposite of keywords in AdWords in the sense that we tell Google what we don't want. I don't want, if someone types in sell my house, okay, that's awesome. But if someone types in sell my house in the video game Grand Theft Auto, well, I don't want that person. So we use negative keywords. We say nothing that includes Grand Theft Auto, and that prevents Google from showing our ad, saves us some money. So negative keywords are incredibly important. And then I think the third thing that's incredibly important is understanding how to efficiently target long tail keywords and how to value them. One of the things that we're doing in our keyword guide, which we're putting out, is I'm including the top 20% of the most profitable keywords. I'm including our complete in-house negative keyword list that's going to save you money, so make you money, save you money. But then we're also including a tool we use for our clients that essentially takes the keywords that we want to target and builds out long tail variations of those keywords using our market. So for example, my market's Chicago, right? And I have sell my house fast. I might want to have like sell my house fast Chicago. And I might want to target that in a variety of ways. They're going to tell Google how much variation I'm comfortable with, what they want to give me, all that stuff, right? So we've built a tool that does that for us, essentially a spreadsheet that kind of does it all for us automatically. I'm going to include that in the keyword guide as well. So like, this is what I talked about when I said, I think the goal of the keyword guide is not just to give people a list of keywords, which kind of pretends to be this big, awesome secret thing. The goal is to give people a tool that's going to make them money in the long term, save them money in the short term, and make that whole process easier. So that's what we talk about when we talk about keywords. I hope this makes sense. Like I said, if you want the keyword guide, we're going to put it out in the next couple of days. Just leave a comment below. I will send it to you, and I'd love to know your thoughts. Our goal is for that to be the best tool for keywords that investors have ever seen. We're going to keep it updated. It's going to be awesome. So let me know if you're interested in that. This is Daniel Barrett signing off. Go and have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.